All right, my Vegas-loving fans and friends, fasten your seatbelts because we are heading away from the valley today. We're off to points west, an opportunity dropped into our laps that we simply could not pass up. When this little lady and the co-founder of Midsummer Scream come at you from two directions and offer you a free ride, you just gotta say yes. In less than an hour, we touch down at Burbank, California.
So get ready, because this adventure starts right now.
It's Saturday morning, August 8th, Day 2 of the Midsummer Scream event in Long Beach. For those of you not familiar, Midsummer is the world's largest Halloween and horror convention held here at the Long Beach Convention Center every single year. It runs Friday evening, Saturday and Sunday, August 7th through the 9th. Midsummer Scream has called this convention center home since it debuted in 2016, but this is the last time, and we'll have more on that a little bit later. It was co-founded by four haunt-loving visionaries: David Markland, Gary Baker, Claire Dunlap, and Rick West. It's not quite 9:30 when we arrive at Terrace Plaza, about an hour and a half before the doors to the convention officially open. Wait till you see the lines. Thanks to our inside man Rick, who started out as a fan of our channel and fast became a good friend, Paula has a media badge for the event. First order of business is to go grab that badge.
It's the Tucker family!
Hello from
Good morning, Tuckers!
The haunt community is tightly connected, and our friends the Tuckers are a part of that fabric. Jeff is key creative behind the legendary Not Scary Farm.
All right, you guys, this is the end of the line for Gold Bat passes and media, of which we are part of. Look how far this line goes. I swear to goodness, it's half a mile. Doors open for us in 12 minutes. It actually doubled up on itself. And we are doubled up all the way back to the convention center. Yikes.
Just for context, we're on a bridge. Here's your view down to Ocean Boulevard. Now, take note of that little pond because you'll be seeing it again a little bit later. All right, finally, the line is moving. FYI, the Gold Bat Pass is available at an additional cost and offers front-of-the-line access to the haunts plus other perks. Obviously, it's a popular choice. All right, it's 10:24 and we're through security and in the con. We've got till 11 before the hordes descend, so let's get busy. Let me take this opportunity to welcome Midsummer Scream fans that may or may not have watched LVIO before. We welcome you and we're glad you're here. And here we are, the show floor. Midsummer Scream offers previews of the upcoming scare season in Southern California, and these are front and center as you walk in. The Universal booth had a large line all day long, but I think inside they offered peeks of this year's exclusive Halloween Horror Nights merchandise. Across the aisle is the preview for Six Flags Fright Fest. Later in the day, a couple of characters in costume posed for a photo ops with fans and engaged Paula in a little fun play for the camera. Now, Did you ever wish for a fog machine for your front yard? We kept coming back to this booth because they've got the fog and more. Over here, this creepy and colorful clown display promotes the first, the largest, and the longest running Halloween event at a theme park, Knott's Scary Farm. Now, aren't these fellows just so friendly? Here in Long Beach, we are just a stone's throw away from the haunted attraction at the RMS Queen Mary, where the ship and parking lot are transformed every autumn into a horror experience. Over near the Hall of Shadows entrance is the Lionsgate booth, home to the Saw franchise. Now here's my family, our son Scott, granddaughter Mikey, and of course Paula. All three of them got a fun pic as a souvenir of a great day. As I said earlier, this is the world's largest convention for horror enthusiasts, and it welcomes fans from around the world for one special weekend. Since 2016, there have been haunted attractions, celebrity guests, panels, and lots of spectacle showcasing the diversity of the vibrant Southern California haunt and horror community. Paula ran into our friend and Midsummer's creative director Rick West early in the day. Rick's pride and joy is the Hall of Shadows, so have patience, my friends, because we're going to visit there very shortly. One of the perks of being admitted an hour early is the ability to get up and close to the vendor booths, something it'll be difficult to do a little later. There are more than 350 vendors on the convention floor offering a unique and rare shopping experience. Cookies and art? These are exquisitely detailed.
So, are they edible?
Yep.
Cookies?
Yep.
Are you Jennifer?
No, I'm her niece.
Oh, family.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous. I love them.
They're all handmade.
Wow, incredible. Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
Paula brought Mikey back later in the day to pick her favorite, Chica from the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. A class of vendors that particularly appeal to us are the artists. Talented people who will create a one-of-a-kind custom takeaway for you, a memento from Midsummer Scream.
Oh, how cool.
How's it going?
Beautiful work.
Thank
Wow,
you.
beautiful
I do,
work.
custom watercolor portraits of people. I work from a photo and then I turn you or your pets or your loved ones into something sick and twisted and weird.
My son and granddaughter are here. They're totally into sick, twisted, and weird.
Oh, perfect.
I have to bring them over.
This booth features handmade candles with themes inspired by horror movies. And let me just say, the scents are exquisite. The creativity goes on and on. The proprietor of Half House Dioramas crafts incredibly detailed scenes across a variety of subjects with lights and waterfalls. Now this is fun. The LA Ghostbusters are doing photo ops with Slimer. On a more serious note, there's a table here where you can chat with actual authors of horror novels.
Hi guys, how are you?
Now here's a local connection. Famous makeup effects artist Tom Devlin has created a monster museum over in Boulder City, preserving those great movie effects for us to enjoy anytime. And he was a super nice guy. Meet and greets, lots of these at Midsummer Scream. The opportunity to meet your favorite celebrity from horror films, TV, video games, and social media is a powerful draw. Scott and Mikey had a great meetup with the voice of Ghostface, Roger L. Jackson. And later, met up with makeup artist and YouTube personality, Mikey. Okay, time check. It's 11:15 a.m. and the con is officially open to the public. This is the premier destination for horror enthusiasts, creators, and fans worldwide. You ready? Let's go do some people watching.
Hi. You look dapper today.
Speaking of dapper, this guy is one of the snappiest dressers in the room, tallest too. We ran into him again later in the day. Five Nights at Freddy's, a hugely popular video game and movie series, was a repeating theme all day. Here, we are treated to a parade of the crazy animatronic characters in the franchise. Freddy Fazbear and all his pals are the current favorites of our granddaughter, as you can see here.
Hi, friends from Midsummer Scream. It's really loud. Don't know if you can hear me, but I switched cameras. I now have the Insta360 Luna Ultra. We are going into the Hall of Shadows. Come on, let's go. We got our goal that passes front of the line.
So far, we haven't experienced the true spooky atmosphere of Halloween, but in here, we're about to.
Let's first stay out. They're kind of hungry though. Not a lot of brains out there for them.
I think so. Like that.
Now this is a sweet surprise. Not spooky at all, it's Santa Claus. There truly is something for everyone at Midsummer Scream. Hall of Shadows is comprised of nearly 2 indoor acres of spooky attractions and draws huge crowds every single year. One of our own, Area 15's Universal Horror Unleashed, is among the offerings in the hall. This huge attraction, featuring 4 themed haunts, opened at Area 15 Zone 2 exactly 1 year ago in August 2025. Inside the tattered curtains wasn't a haunt, but some characters at tables promoting the venue. There was a sweet moment when Krampus and Calicanceroy interacted with Mikey and posed for a photo. Let me point out for a moment the elaborate detail that went into these setups, which only lived here in the Hall of Shadows for 2.5 days. Kudos to the teams who outdid themselves on the haunts with gorgeous theming, lighting, and meticulous detail. The haunt attractions were presented by a combination of large studios and independent creators and truly act as a showcase for the talents of Southern California's best professional and home haunters. Because these were previews, They were abbreviated versions, but the routing, the scare actors, the set decorations, and props were the real thing.
Pieces to realize.
Don't be afraid. I've made something just for you. Something special. The nice and crystal skin.
Hall of Shadows is more than just scary stuff. There are also performances, including this one by the Decayed Brigade Sliders. This skill had its beginnings at Not Scary Farm, but over the past 10 years and more, it has built a huge cult following. In a small world department, one of the sliders in the brigade is the son of a friend of ours, former Las Vegas production show performer Stephen Patrick. His son Carter, who was born here in Vegas, is a world-famous scare actor known as Fryboy.
Fryboy, the sliding guy.
With huge followings on TikTok and Instagram. And now, we bring you a mid-afternoon Zen break courtesy of the Swan boat rentals at Rainbow Lagoon. Let's go for a cruise, a self-propelled cruise. We had actually seen these adorable guys earlier when we were standing in line on the bridge. After the Hall of Shadows, it was a perfect respite and only $20 for two for an hour. This lovely lagoon is located literally steps away from the Long Beach Convention Center, just past the Hyatt Hotel. The trees and plantings make a beautiful backdrop, don't they? But Paula's going to tell you that it was hard. She did all the work while Mikey enjoyed the ride. Back at Midsummer Scream, here's what the show floor looks like by mid-afternoon and why we were so grateful for the early access this morning. See what I meant about not being able to get near the vendors? This weekend was their fourth consecutive sellout and their most successful year ever with a record 50,000 attendees. Moving on, there's one spot we haven't been yet, and that's upstairs. Here's your view down to the convention center lobby, a nice place to just stand and take it all in for a moment.
This is Jeff Tucker, one of the creative minds over at Not Scary Farm. One of the key aspects of the Midsummer Scream experience is the panels. This is where you can go beyond just being a fan and learn what it takes to put all of these amazing Halloween adventures together.
And Southern California is all the better for it. Thank you so much for doing that.
Thanks to hubby.
This particular panel is the Haunt Spotlight, where creative director Rick West from Midsummer Scream goes behind the scenes of all of the Hall of Shadows haunts and tells you how those are put together to provide just a little tiny bite-sized morsel of terrifying Halloween goodness.
What surprised Paula about the convention was the number of activities available above and beyond what she expected. For example, very well-attended crafting sessions, the opportunity to get a tattoo on the spot. This is our friend Josie from California. And how about a chance to not only dress as the Phantom, but to sing the part for a live audience? Mikey saw this booth very early on, and her bucket list item for the day was to do a spooky craft with Grandma. Check, mission accomplished. She carefully and artistically colored a spooky bunny rabbit and took it home for a souvenir. Midsummer Scream advertised a full slate of kid-friendly activities, and they delivered. The area called Paranormal Pixies Pumpkin Patch was a scare-free zone specially geared to little monsters. At 6 p.m., Skeleton Sam's dance party kicked off, and as you can see, you are never too young or too old to embrace the monster in the closet side.
All right, friends, who better than Rick West to wrap things up with some final thoughts?
Midsummer Scream has been such an amazing journey. Just what started out as a show that we didn't know how well it would do or how long it would last. We started it in 2016, and here we are 10 years later, which is absolutely crazy. And we have become the world's largest Halloween and horror convention. We have folks that fly in from around the world to come see what we do, and that's pretty humbling. And so when you see the line of literally thousands and thousands of people waiting to get in hours before your doors open, it's very gratifying, and it's also a huge responsibility, a massive responsibility. And we don't take that lightly, and we know that without the love and the support of the community, whether they are from Southern California or beyond, like Dale and Paula coming from Las Vegas, without that, we're nothing. You could have the greatest show on earth, and if nobody showed up, you're dead in the water. So we have spent 10 years in Long Beach, and we have outgrown Long Beach. We outgrew Long Beach a few years ago, actually. And so we are excited that our next evolutionary step is going to be in Anaheim at the Anaheim Convention Center next August. And it just gives us a huge sandbox to really grow and expand and continue our evolution. And we're excited to have you all come along with us. It's an amazing rocket ride, and we can't wait for what comes next.
Although our Gold Bat access admitted us to the Saturday night after party, we were absolutely worn out and headed home.